Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. This is Yambatik. Welcome to my live stream. You guys here now? Good morning. Hold on. I need this. Select this. Okay. Good morning, good morning. Ah, are you, Bobby Flakes, are you still awake? Good morning. Good morning, all the people in the background. Hello, host playing the ad. Oh, okay, okay. Good morning, Yan. The King Leeway Promotions Vlog. My name is King. Huh? Good morning, Darrens. Good morning. Thank you for joining me, for tuning in. Hold on. My Paul Fisher. Good morning. Good morning again, Paul. Good morning, Yan. And the King Leeway Promotion. My name is King. Yeah, I think King is still sleeping or busy. Mike, good morning, Mike. How is this today? Just it's a rainy day. Like it's rainy hard here. So we are planning to go on a lunch date with my neighbor later, like a late lunch. Hopefully, it's not gonna. Still, the rain will stop by then. You know, it's hard to go. It's hard to leave the house when it's raining. Darren, how are you guys? How's your day? Darren, what do you say, Darren? I'm inside the house now, though. LOL. It's hot out there. Haha, how are you today? Oh my god, it's hot there. Here it's raining. Raining hard. Your hair looks fine. Oh, thank you, Darren. I just took shower. I just took shower because I'm still kind of like sleepy. I start to get up in the morning. I'm not a morning person, but yeah, I have a stream today at work. Darren shared your stream for you. Oh, thank you, Darren. Thank you so much. Mike, Mike Bell. Okay, yeah, it's rainy. What a rainy. So, how's your day, guys? Good morning, Tim. Good morning, Yan. How's your morning, Tim? Did you um have a breakfast yet? So, by the way, guys, I have a special guest today. So, feel free to, feel free to ask questions, okay? All right? Hold on. Let me just read your comments here first. Hello, Team Liziak. Thank you for coming from Darren's Travels. Thank you so much, Darren's, for your support. Paul Fisher. Yeah, and you picked this title from my message. I only charge you. I only charge you one picture in high heels. Yeah, I just like the idea. That's why. Broker Base. Broker Basil. Good morning. Hey all. Who's the girl with the beautiful? Yeah, I think I have to cut my hair now because it's too long now. I did have a breakfast. Bacon and eggs. My breakfast for today. Water. Hold on. My shadow. Okay. Darren, hello. There I have. Okay, guys. I have a guest today. My husband will gonna join me today, so you guys can ask any question. Okay, just be nice. Just kidding. You can throw any questions to him. Okay. Mike Shadow. No, it's not. All right. I'm just going to bring him in now. All right. So let me just get him up. Hello.
Hello.
There you go. Say hi to our friends here.
Who do you have online? I can't see who's there.
Oh, you can. How come you can see? Can you just click the comments on the right side
Uh, oh, there we
here?
go. All right, sorry. I can see it now.
I can see it now.
I can
All
see it.
right. Okay. Let just read them first.
All right, so we've got Tim. We've got is it Darren, and then Booker.
Yeah. Just say it all. Like.
Hi all.
Sorry, guys. It's his first time here, so yeah. Like I said, guys. This is my husband, Captain. But you can call him JW. What's your name? You didn't put your name. Ah, there you go. Let me see why it's not showing. Hold on. Let me just read their comments first.
Okay.
No, it's not from my Kevin Adams. Hello, host. Hello, Kevin. Welcome to my stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. New here. Oh, Kevin, if you're not connected to me, please connect. And I will connect it to you later if I'm not connected yet. Enjoy my stream here. Mike Shadow. Oh wow, I get to meet him finally. Yeah. I think you guys talked to Mike the last time you handled my premiere. Yeah. Hold on. Let me see. Hey bro, Darren's Travel from Kevin. Hello, brother Kevin Adams Vlogs. Thank you for coming. Welcome, bro. Darren's from Kevin. The greetings from Kevin to Mike, Tim, Paul Fisher. Greetings and good evening, Captain in Florida. That is Paul, actually. Can you still there?
I'm here. Yeah, sorry, the memo's working. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, this is Paul. You know Paul, right? I
Yeah.
told you about. Yeah, he said greetings and good evening to you in Florida.
Hi, Paul. Where's Paul located?
Huh?
Where's Paul located?
He's in Thailand now, I believe. Right,
Okay.
Paul? You're in Thailand right now. He's a dot. They want to see you.
What's that?
They want to see you. I said, he's guys. Mike is not really into camera, so he just want to stay like that.
I'm not sure.
And
I'm not sure my old friends are still looking for me.
and then this is Broker Basil. Hi, Cap. We can see you. Yeah, Broker he doesn't like to be on cam. I just force him to come here. All right. Yes, he did. Okay. Kevin Adams vlogs Burger Basil. Okay, guys, you can ask any questions if you want to.
So, am I allowed to answer honestly all my questions and honestly?
Well, yeah, it's okay. Up to you. Oh, Paul Fisher. I primarily live in, I
Thailand.
primarily live
Yeah,
now in
yeah.
Thailand. Oh, okay.
By the,
Primarily.
he's down by the beach.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, well, that's nice there. The last time we did not go there, right? Because it's
No,
kind of COVID.
we didn't have time.
Mike said, "Or you're wanted." Yeah, there's.
Unfortunately, yes, sometimes.
You're crazy. Okay, you can ask question or they ask question. And
Yeah,
guys,
yeah. Are they gonna ask me questions or asking you questions? I'm just here for support.
anything, anything. You can ask question, they ask question, or you can put up a topic or something. Since you're here, you can help me with a topic.
I was just so are they? I'm just ask them questions.
Okay.
I'm asking. Remember, this is my first time doing this.
Yeah, you can ask them question.
So, all right, so we'll start with Paul. Ask Paul, why Thailand? Why do you primarily live in Thailand?
Oh, okay. Well, why? Yeah, I get it.
You hear me?
Yeah. Paul, there's a question for you, Paul. And then, first question from Broker Basil. How can Cap leave his lovely wife alone in the Philippines?
I came back to U.S. Because we're making a transition from Philippines to U.S. So I'm running scout for her. Most likely, we'll probably live in California. That's my. I think for her, it'd be easier California than Florida. Florida is warmer than California, but I prefer California than Florida. Plus, also, it's when she has to go back home, she can just jump on a direct flight from LAX to back to Manila versus changing flights, all that nonsense in the U.S. So that was my biggest reasons. Run, but obviously, when I came here, but this is before a pandemic and the government shut down, so we need to get her paperwork processed and then get her here. But once we process her paperwork, she does have a 10-year visa. So once we process her paperwork, probably bring her over for a couple months and then send her back. Right now, I'm not sure what part of L. Most likely in the LA area. I prefer like the Pasadena, but further inland.
No.
We go. It might get a little cool for her. Where I actually really like is I'm not sure what California is. I worked over in Santa Maria for a while, the central portion up by just north of Santa Barbara. Really liked it up there. It's small. I think she would get along better up there because it's a smaller city. But wintertime is brutally cold. When I was there October through. I was working there October through February, and I'm an ex New Yorker, and for me it was chilly. I love the weather when it's 40 degrees. But I think in the LA area for sure. I'm not sure what city yet. Because she hasn't got a chance to swim in the Pacific yet. I did tell her it's kind of cold in the Pacific.
Oh. Oh. Brooker says I'm in Davis, California since last year in via New York and Ireland.
Oh, okay. What part of New York, Booker?
That's they're gonna type. Actually, they can let me just bring up Broker with us. Let's invite him over in our. So you can guys talk.
But for Booker, this is a side note because so we could always stay at the house in Encino. I think you've seen her video, so we could start out in Encino and then decide to go from there.
Let me just invite them over.
West Village, okay. Yeah, when we moved to the U.S. When I was a kid, we lived originally in the Bronx. We lived in the Bronx for about I think like a year and change, and then
Guys,
um,
when
and
you
then we
can
moved over to over by the east side of Manhattan, and then my dad bought a place over in New Jersey, Englewood, New Jersey.
mhm. Broker, come over. Come join us. You
Oh,
know.
okay, all right, I know what that is. Yeah, seventh,
Hey,
and actually a friend of mine, she ran the hotel, the Salisbury Hotel. That's over by 56 near Broadway. I'm not sure if you know that hotel.
what's that? UWS West
No,
70.
we're just talking about New York.
Ah,
That's what was West 70th and Broadway. I was telling him about the Salisbury Hotel. I think that was by 56 and Broadway. Ah, Alpine, yeah, Alpine. Actually, when I'm not sure how long ago you lived by Alpine, but when we lived in Englewood, at the time, what's his name? Eddie Murphy was looking for a house instead of Englewood. He ended up moving over to Alpine, and after he moved to Alpine, a bunch of the other celebrities that lived in East Hills, Englewood Cliffs, moved over to Alpine as well.
here's broker. There you go. Hey, broker, we can hear you
Okay,
now.
here we are. Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Yeah,
can.
yeah,
Okay, cool. Yeah, no feedback this time. Cool.
yeah,
Thanks to Mercury in his absence. Yeah.
yeah. Broker is not here
Yeah,
yet.
I used to ride a lot out of New York on a bike. Did a lot of riding across the George Washington Bridge and up through New Jersey, Englewood, and up into New York State. But
Yeah,
one of the stops we would go very close to on the way back often was Eddie Murphy's house.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, he back then he had bought that massive place.
What was
Uh,
it? Bubble Mansion or something it was called?
Yeah, because over where we lived, we had George Benson was up there, Brooke Shields was there, Sylvia. A lot of the celebrities lived there because since you know the area, we're so close to. We could go from our house to downtown Manhattan in a half hour. If you know off peak hours after 8 o'clock at night, it was Palisades, George Washington Bridge down the West Side Highway, boom, in a half hour. I love
Yeah,
living there.
it was the same when I lived in Alpine.
Yeah,
And I might go meet some friends in Manhattan, and it would actually take them longer to, navigate Manhattan than it would for me to drive in.
exactly. Yeah. You
But
ever
then, of
got
course,
you
the
ever got a
parking.
chance to go to upstate New York as going up the was it was it the highway up to where Vassar University is? I forgot the name of that highway. Oh man.
Palisades Parkway, no?
Well, no, it was Palisades Park, but there was a highway that went from Manhattan to up to Vassar University. I forgot the name of the bloody highway, like the Taconic Highway or something like that. It was a really beautiful highway.
Yeah, there is a Taconic. Yeah,
Yeah.
call it Taconic. Yeah, I don't know where
Oh,
Vancouver is exactly. So
by the way, Paul says that I think you asked
Yeah.
him about the
Thailand.
Thailand. Yeah, he said great infrastructure, the beach, great Wi-Fi, great restaurant, three very large air-conditioned shopping malls. Then throw in a beautiful girls to brighten up the day. That's so crazy. Yeah, a lot of girls
Oh
is
no,
also.
but he lived by the beach. I didn't know that the infrastructure by the beach was all that great. I know Thailand, like obviously Bangkok, it's well developed, but by the beach where he lived, I thought it was it was nice, but it wasn't like the infrastructure was not great. But I haven't
I
been
think
that area in a long time.
Broker also was in Thailand also, right? You went to Thailand too, right, Broker?
yeah, I've traveled many, many times over the years in very different circumstances. I've probably been there 10 times over the years.
Oh, okay.
I've been there with my mother. I've been there with my girlfriend. I've been there with my brother. I've been there with my man friend from Dublin. I've been there with my daughter. So, as you can imagine, they're all
Oh,
very different experiences.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
so you're really familiar in Thailand.
Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with certain parts of Thailand, mainly Chiang Mai, Phuket, Bangkok a bit, Koh Phangan, Hua Hin a little bit.
I think we only went to just in
Yeah,
Bangkok.
well, we were going as tourists, so you want to see Bangkok and see all the tourist sites, and plus Bruno we had to meet up with Bruno.
Yeah, oh yeah, we also have a friend there that lives in Thailand. I don't know what's going. I don't know what's going on now because I'm not sure if he's still in Thailand.
Yeah, I haven't spoken to him in a while. Cause last I spoke to him, he was still in France, so I got to walk into his brother. So I got to reach out to him later to see where he's at.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure if it's tourists is allowed in Thailand now.
Yeah, but he works there. He has that Thimjig visa. He's got a residency visa because he lives there and works there.
Okay.
Yeah, there are no tourists allowed into Thailand right now,
Yeah.
even though they have virtually no cases, I believe, of COVID. But that's why they have no cases, I guess. They're not allowing anybody in.
Exactly.
What else? Let me see. Let's see here. Everybody likes to ask questions here. Let me see. Hold on. So, broker. What?
Go ahead.
Yeah, broker. You said you were out for coffee, right? You said earlier.
Yeah, that's kind of my daily ritual here in Davis, California. Is every afternoon I kind of walk into town. It's about a 6-minute walk and have a coffee and sit down for an hour and watch the world go by. I came here last September, so I don't really know very many people here yet. So and it's not exactly the best time to be meeting new people. I was hoping to be going on lots of bike rides with the local bike club, but they're all, of course, canceled. So I've ended up spending way too much time on YouTube instead.
Yeah.
Are you near the university? Isn't there a university near there? UC Davis, right? Yeah, University of California has a division there.
UC Davis, exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
exactly why I'm here, because my daughter is in college at UC Davis.
Okay. All right. Yeah. When you said Davis, it just sounded familiar all of a sudden. Yeah. Yeah. I did. My sister went to USC and graduated, but so when I was in school in New Jersey, I went to play football for 1 year in LA High to get better experience playing against West Coast guys. So my junior year, I went out there to play football. It was pretty good. I liked it out there. That's the reason why I kind of liked it. I liked LA.
Wow, interesting. Yeah. Hey, I see Paul is in Pattaya. Well, first of all, I watched a video the other day which told me how to pronounce that word correctly, Pattaya. So I know what the answer was, but I'm wondering what everyone else thinks. Yeah.
Pattaya?
Well, what this video actually said was Pattaya.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pattaya.
In fact, the host of the video asked a Thai girl, "How do we pronounce this word?" And her response, Pattaya.
Pattaya. All right. Oh, hello to Mommy H, the hamster. Mommy H, this is my hubby, Captain. And right now, let me see. Paul Fisher says, Cap, Pattaya has just a good infrastructure as Bangkok, loaded with high-rise hotels and condos.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I spoke to Hapster. He and I were chatting when I substituted for you for a bit there last time.
Yeah. Okay, the premiere. All right.
Yeah.
All right. It's gone. Hello, Mommy H. Mama Hapster from Team Vizia. Hey there, from Team Vizia. Aloha from Hawaii. Yeah, Mommy H. The hamster is also from Hawaii. And she said, actually, it's kind of late message from here. And the hamster says, how are you, Yan Hubby? Who is he there?
What was that? Sorry.
Mommy Hamster says that, how are you?
Doing good. I mean, like I said, unfortunately, we're in that situation with the pandemic, but in South Florida, we're not as bad as LA, but as far as the beach goes, but Yeah, it's pretty much we don't have to do any. We're in lockdown per se, but it's not really lockdown. You can bloody
Yeah,
everything you want here.
but a lot of alligators.
Nah, not where I'm at and stuff like that. I mean, I've got a gated community. They don't have access to the card to get in, so they can't get in.
All right, let me see. Team DZ, yeah. Yan, what does your husband do for work?
Nothing.
As for the moment, nothing.
I'm still taking my medical classes.
Yep. And hello to the co-host from the Hapster. Are you connected to the Hapster yet, broker? Have you tried to visit the? She do also a live stream.
Oh yes, hello the Hapsters. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I see now. Yeah, what part of Hawaii are you in? Yeah, is that the Big Island or Oahu or Maui? Or I once spent 3 months training in on Maui. I joined Intercontinental Hotels Group in 1979, I think it was. And my first 3 months were spent training at the Intercontinental on Maui, which is no more. I believe it's changed to something else, or may even have been demolished by now. That was 40 years ago. So yeah. Oh, you're on Oahu, I see. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Paul Fisher Cup. A good definition of Pattaya would be a great tourist destination with all the luxuries mixed in with Angeles City on steroids.
Yeah, I'd be a little interested, Paul. How is your lifestyle in Pattaya? Obviously, the Pattaya that most of us know is the very busy area.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's what I know.
How is it living there? Do you find yourself venturing down to that area often, or do you stay away from that and enjoy a different aspect of Pattaya that visitors don't see?
Wow, that was once a really nice hotel.
Yeah, I've been to when I worked for T-Mobile, they had sent me to Maui as well. They sent me to Maui. What was it? It's like a 5-star hotel. I forgot the name of the bloody hotel now. The Ritz Carlton. It was a Ritz Carlton, and that was my second time in Maui. And I'm a very high energy person, and Maui and me don't mix. Maui's very laid back, and that part, it was there for a week. It was work slash fun, but it was very very come 10 o'clock at night, they turn the lights off, and Maui's pretty much done.
Yeah, I don't know if I would totally agree with that from my experience there, but I remember the hotel I was in the Wailea part of Maui. That's where the Intercontinental was, and I remember driving over to Kanapali area where there was a disco called, was it the Foxy Lady? That came to mind for some reason. And I remember meeting one of the waitresses from the Intercontinental Maui at the disco in Kanapali, and her coming up to me when she was serving me coffee a day or two later and saying, "How you doing with your dancing?"
Oh.
For us it was a company. It was a company thing. Like I said, we had to work, and I brought my wife at the time with me, and so it was very organized. But usually by 10 o'clock, I said when you look out the window, and the hotel says is in a large piece of property, and so we really didn't venture too much outside. Once for company events you did, but overall, so maybe that's the reason why it does. I just prefer Waikiki more. There's a little more action going on there.
Sure.
Waikiki. We just got in.
Hey, Kingley. Kingsley's on.
Good morning. Good morning, King. Hello, Yan, and everyone here. How are you, King? I heard about the flooding in Korea. I saw it on the news.
Hi, King.
The Hapster. Lahaina is always a fun place in Kaanapali. Kaanapali.
Yeah, Lahaina is it part of Kaanapali, or they're very close to each other anyway? You know, it's on the same side of the island. It's the old whaling town, if I remember correctly.
Paul Fisher, Brooker. Of course, it's known for its largest red light district in the world, but it has so much more to offer. It would be like saying Las Vegas is only known for gambling when it's so much more. Oh, there's gambling there also.
I thought Japan had the largest red light district in the world.
Oh,
Oh, it's
I didn't know that.
massive in Japan.
It
It's,
can
it's
really
not
get
it's not as wild as Thailand, but Japan has like a huge red light district.
King. Hello, Darren and Broker. Welcome, Mr. Ron. Hello, hello. Good morning to you. Hi, Yan, Barik, and guests.
Hi,
Yeah.
Ron.
Ron, Mr. Ron. I have been to Phuket, cheapest place. Oh,
Phuket? Really? That actually surprises me, because I think of Phuket as one of the more expensive. I mean, in relative terms, it's still quite affordable, but I think of it as one of the more expensive parts of Thailand.
oh.
And the taxis are super expensive there. They've kind of got this taxi mafia going, you know.
Is it expensive than the tuk-tuk when you, instead of getting tuk-tuk taxis?
Yeah, even what you know, the word tuk-tuk seems to mean different things in different places, right? You got your tuk-tuks in Bangkok, and then you got tuk-tuks in Phuket, are actually a very different kind of vehicle. They're more like what they call, what's the word they use in Chiang Mai? Oh, it's escaped me now. Anyway, they're more like little trucks with where everybody sits in the back. They don't have the traditional Bangkok type tuk-tuks in Phuket. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. Good to know.
But they're
And
so
then Pattaya is one of the red light district. Tuk-tuk is better. Yeah, I love riding it. And also, when we were in Thailand, I told my husband, we're not gonna take taxi because I heard a lot of, like they really scam a lot of tourists there, with the taxi. So we always like to take the train. It's fast.
Yeah, but look what happened the first time we got there. No, we went the wrong direction. If we'd have took a taxi,
Yeah, my goodness.
and the old guy had to come and save us.
Yeah, a foreign guy, right?
Yeah.
Paul says that I think Japan has the kinkiest and most fetish red light district in the world, but Pattaya has the largest.
Okay, well, my apologies.
Oh, yeah, that's so true.
Yeah, they're big into cosplay. There, yeah, it's kind of freaky.
Yeah, they're freaky. They're freaky when things, like that.
So now we know that Captain is attracted to fetish more than sorry. Yeah. What does that tell us about Jan?
What?
What does that tell us about Jan?
Yeah, I'm not.
She's a furry.
What?
Look at what a furry is. I'm joking.
Yeah, you are. Oh my god.
We really need to see Captain's face when he's saying this, Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to punch him. Oh, okay. Where in the US are the co-hosts from? Hubby is in Florida and Broker is in Davis, California, right?
Davis, California, yes. It's Northern California, near Sacramento.
Yeah, see, that's where we should go. Sacramento is really nice also.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, does it get really cold there?
It does get chilly.
I can't hold. I can't take the cold.
Yeah, everything is relative, I mean, it doesn't get chilly like New York gets chilly.
Oh my god! I think if she went to New York in the winter time, she wouldn't even leave the airport. She'd just say, "Come back and go. When you finish, come back and see me."
Yeah.
Hello, Paul Fisher from King. All right, the Hopster says ladyboys are in Pattaya more than anywhere in the world. Hello. Yeah. I I seen a lot also in Bangkok, right? Remember
Yeah.
we went, I don't know, is that Nana? Nana?
Nana Plaza, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nana Plaza. Oh my goodness, they're so pretty. Like no muscles or anything that
You have to do a pat down before you talk to any girl there.
Yeah. But you know what? They're pretty upfront about it. If you do go to a bar, and as has happened to me on occasions, I'll go to a bar and I want to, I go there and I want to have a chat and have a beer with a girl or whatever. And I'll pick out the girl I'd like to chat to and I go up to her. And pretty early in the conversation, especially if you ask them, they'll tell you, oh, no, I'm actually a ladyboy. Sorry. Yeah.
Next.
yeah.
They
Then
tend to be the best looking girls in the bar, Yeah.
it says the coldest place I have been is Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan? Where's
Where
that?
is that?
Good morning, Macho Guapito. Where's Kyrgyzstan? Kyrgyzstan? Is that
Which?
part of America?
Gonna make a wild guess and say
No, that's over in Eastern Asia, between the Russian part where Russia used to control there.
Asia?
Kazakhstan, yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, China's moved slowly financing everybody in that region, trying to buy friends.
What's the people that, like? Are they
They're
white?
oh no, they're Asians. They're Asians. They're a combination of gringos and Asians, because it's like the term we used to use a long time ago when Genghis Khan used to rule the region. We're like they're like nomads. It's a pretty nice area though, as far as wilderness goes. Very, very cold.
All right, Macho Gupito, greetings, Yan, and hello to all on the live stream. Welcome again, Macho Gupito. How are you today? After haha, for sure, give them a pat down. Yeah, just to make sure they're.
Yeah, so look at Paul's statement. I think every guy that's been to Thailand has had the Crocodile Dundee moment.
I think every guy that's been in Thailand has had a crocodile Dundee moment. What's that? What does that mean?
Yeah, there's a lot of stories about that. A lot of good stories about guys who maybe have a few too many drinks and wake up with next to somebody they didn't plan to and get surprised.
King says, Broker, I used to work the volleyball festival in Davis in the early
Oh yeah, hi King. Yeah, I think you were saying you were a volleyball referee, so you used to do that at UC Davis sometimes in the past. Yeah, sadly not much happening in the way of sport this summer, but
I'm not sure how all these universities, because especially California universities, the amount of money they make on sports. As I said, my sister's a USC graduate, and the amount of money they make from their football team is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
That applies to some of the others, I would say, more than UC Davis. My daughter, as I was saying, is at UC Davis, and that was one of her disappointments at one point, is that they did not have a particularly good football team. So it didn't have she went to visit a friend of hers at Berkeley one weekend.
Yeah.
And was very impressed by the big following that the football team had and the whole occasion, and how everyone's having good fun. And that just doesn't happen to the same degree at Davis. The football team it's not quite the same, the atmosphere.
Right.
Yeah. Mr. Collins says, I am from Columbus, Ohio, and I'm currently living in Davao City, Philippines. I live outside Orlando, Florida for a year.
Yeah. Hi, Ron. Yeah, I see your name coming up a lot in Geo's chats. So I see your girlfriend or wife, whatever she is, coming up all the time.
Mm-hmm. I saw she was here also last time. Ron's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. Is it girlfriend or wife, Ron?
I'm not sure. I forgot.
Yeah.
The Hopster. Nice family are in Columbus. Nice families are in Columbus, Ohio. Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah, it gets kind of cold there also. Not New
Mm.
York cold, but it gets cold there.
That's still part of America, right?
Yes, yeah. It's one of the
Mhm.
states. It's a central portion of the central part of the U.S.
Yeah. The
Here,
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is in Ohio,
Yeah,
Cleveland, I think. Yeah.
Cleveland. Yeah.
oh, we should go there. Listen, Kyrgyzstan is about 1,000 miles
Yeah,
north
Afghanistan. Yeah,
from Afghanistan. Oh, is it
yeah.
Asia?
It's
Oh. In fairness, though, Thailand is one of the best place and food are amazing. Cheap too. Yeah, I like Thai food, but I
Yeah.
just can't stand the spicy. Like everything, everything there is spicy. Not all, but everything that I tried there kind of like spicy. But I really have to request for like medium spicy, I think, or like slightly spicy or something. But it's still spicy though. Even if it's like
yeah. And Hapster is asking, is it still raining there?
is it raining there in the yeah, I have to close the doors in the room because it's really kind of noisy because it's really raining hard right now. Like it started, I think, around 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. in the
Why'd you go in the
morning.
living room?
This is living room.
What was that?
I am in the living room.
Oh, okay. I thought you were in the bedroom.
All right. So Paul says I am a movie book. The crocodile Dundee moment was he was talking to a guy, but he thought he was talking to a girl. Oh, I
Right.
think here it happens a lot. They don't really
They do.
tell.
No, they do. They do in Thailand. They're.
No, what I'm talking is the difference
Oh,
here.
Philippines. Oh,
Philippines, they don't tell you that they're gay
In
until
Thailand, I have to say, actually, my memory must be playing tricks with me. I thought it was the other way around. I thought it was he thought he was talking to a girl, but it was really a guy. But anyway, that's my memory. But I have found my own experiences that they're very forward in Thailand. They will always tell you that they're lady boys because they don't want to waste their time any more than you want to waste your time. You know.
Macho, what part of California you went from to go to Minnesota, and why would you go from California to Minnesota, Macho?
okay, I'm not there yet. Mr. Ron says the Hopster Columbus is a very friendly city for a big city. Oh, it's a big city? I thought it's like just a province. All right, Mr. Ron, I was just on Gio's LS. He just finished his live.
Oh yeah, I was on there for a while as well, but I actually left Geo to go for how do I put this the better more preferred live stream, i.e. Jan's live stream.
Oh, that's so sweet. Well, we have to restrain here now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Team Dizzy is live by the Oop here also. Near by me. The house here. Yes, our house is near Polaris. Polaris. I love Polaris. Mr. Ron. Okay. Did someone say cold? California transplant here currently residing in Minneapolis. Cold.
Another Sacramento person.
Oh, Sacramento?
Yeah.
Polaris is great for those who don't know. It is a huge mall. Polaris is great. Okay. Oh, where am I?
Oh, okay, good. Memory's not as bad as I thought it was then.
In the Philippines, you can always tell though who's real woman or lady boy. Yeah, but mommy sometimes kind of like it's hard when they're like transgender already because it's really hard to tell. Like literally, their voices change. They don't have hair. I don't know how they do it, but they don't have
Adam's
hair.
apple. Well, I think they can have surgery. I mean, it's all a question of money and how much
Oh,
you can afford to spend. I think you can have surgery on the Adam's apple, but you can never get rid of the big hands,
yes,
big
that's
feet.
how I tell
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
Maybe you can. All right, you can change that. Brooker, you are right. I guess I'm. What's that? Dyslexic this morning. Dyslexic. That's a big word for me. What's that? Dyslexic. All right, Macho Guapido. I lived in Sacramento till age of 19 and visited Minneapolis for the summer and end up staying.
Wow. I guess why is the answer, but
Exactly.
yeah, good reason. Right? Yeah.
Why isn't it nice in
Oh,
Minneapolis?
that's very nice, but winter time, you better break out the 12-foot snowshoes. It gets
Yeah.
lots of snow.
Yeah, that's it.
Gio is live now. I think.
I think he's probably finished now because Ron said he came over from
Oh,
Geo.
yeah.
So,
Columbus is the fourth largest city in the U.S. and the largest in Ohio. Columbus. I thought that's where the White House. White House. Is that where the White House is? In Columbus?
White
Yeah.
House, no, that would be in Washington D.C. Yeah,
Yeah, I forgot Washington. Yeah.
you're going to fail your citizen test, Jan.
You already did.
I have to work on it. I have to study.
I'll instead of getting a regular visa, to get you an EB5 visa. We'll just buy yourself citizenship.
Well, that just buys you a green card, right? It doesn't buy citizenship, right?
No, yeah, but the EB5, you can buy your citizenship. You get like a green card, and she'll be good to go. No test, nothing.
That's illegal, right?
No,
That's like that.
no, it's
No.
a visa.
It's what, $500,000 to do that? You got to bring in.
It's more than that. Trump raised it to $1 million.
Okay. Yeah.
Ew. I heard a news from I was following this expat report. It's a blogger in Thailand, and he said that there's an expat marries with the Thai lady, and they catch. I mean, the immigration catch them because they're giving a visa for the other expat that illegal. So I don't know what's gonna happen to the foreigner now because
Well, they'll serve time. And you don't want to be a foreigner in any jail system, and then they'll be banned from the country. Not sure what they'll do with the wife though, because she's a Thai citizen.
that's not, I'm not sure.
What didn't make sense to me when I read the story though is if they have money to buy the house, why did they have to get a fake visa then? Why why get a fake stamp if you got enough money to buy a house? That didn't make sense, but there must be something else behind it. Maybe they got the money after they were selling the cannabis.
Yeah, maybe like they get wealthy because of what they're doing illegal.
I said I would have if I got the money I would have left the country, come back in, and get an official stamp.
Yeah, the guy who, sorry, I was going to say the guy who runs that channel, the Expat Report, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
He's an Australian guy called Chris, and he doesn't appear in any of his videos anymore. He just has this program which puts up the text, right?
Oh, he showed his face before?
He used to before, years ago, when I first watched him, but he lived in Chiang Mai in Thailand for quite a while, and he had a girlfriend there. And to cut a long story short, they were very, like I think he was going to spend the rest of his life with her, but she dumped him when he had a problem with his leg.
Ooh.
And, he moved to the Philippines, and now everything he writes about Thailand is very negative. And everything he writes about the Philippines is very positive. So, he may be correct in a lot of his facts, but he's also quite biased, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I really noticed that he literally don't like Thailand. I was like, this is the first time that I
go back. go back and look at some of his videos from say 2-3 years ago, where he's extolling the virtues of Thailand and the virtues of Thai women, and then after a certain point, it went from being quite positive to very negative about Thai women.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's wild. I think he has a Filipino now,
Yeah,
right?
now he has a Filipino, and he's
Yeah.
extolling the virtues of the Filipino women. But 3 years ago, it was the Thai women he was and his girlfriend in particular, he was very positive about. But then the story is that, and it's his story, is that he had a problem with his leg, and
No, I got it.
she would walk next to him. She would walk behind him because she didn't want to be walking next to a cripple, and
Oh my
so
God.
I don't know. It's
That's too much for him. No
Yeah.
wonder. Now I'm gonna stalk him. I'm gonna see his other vlogs too.
Just look at one of his older vlogs sometime, from 2-3 years ago, and you'll see.
Paul, that's one of the reasons why actually I'm prefer to move to the Philippines is that I think it'll be a better transition. Even though Jan indicates she can live anywhere, everybody says that until they're away from their own people per se. And I think by being in LA, she'll at least have some individuals that she can speak to her Tagalog with and hang out, be still Filipino. So I think it'd be a good transition if we lived in LA. And then could go further away from there if she has access. When my brothers, I have one of my younger brothers, both his kids were born in Japan, and when they moved back to the United States, what they did was they lived in LA, kind of like in a Japanese area where the kids could make a transition from being in Japan, being back to the States. Now, unfortunately for him, when they moved back to once the kids start learning more and more English, now they don't even bloody speak Japanese anymore because he made them. They didn't keep up with the language, and now they forget the whole bloody thing. So, but like I said, it's a good transition if we lived in LA for her, and then hang out with the non-Filipinos for a while, and then she could go run from there.
Hold on, I just want to I'm just gonna agree with Brett. Welcome to the stream again, Brett. Good morning. All right, go ahead.
Brett. Can I just throw in there? I was looking recently, and I noticed that there's quite a large Filipino population just south of San Francisco too. It's quite, I've forgotten the name of the area, but it's quite near Palo Alto. So
they're starting to get a large amount. I'm not sure what yet in Brooklyn. They have a large group Filipino. There's several Filipino stores. I'm not sure what blocks they are, but there's a large Filipino population growing up in Brooklyn now.
Oh.
Brooklyn, very famous. Love Minnesota.
They have a Jollibee up there.
They what? They have
Jollibee. They're up in Brooklyn now.
I didn't hear it.
They have a Jollibee in Brooklyn. Up in New York.
You know what, broker? We were in California, and I told him that let's find Jollibee here, and then we tried to find Jollibee. Oh my God, it's too far away from where we are.
It wasn't far. It's just as you know, it's very traffic in LA. It really, because it's on Van Nuys and we're over in Encino. For one, we didn't know where we're going, and then two, it's just so traffic there. That's what it seemed like. It was a long time, but non-traffic would be about a 5-minute drive because my gym is near there. By the my gym is by Van Nuys, the LA Fitness in Van Nuys. I go there also.
All right, let me just. Minnesota is a great place to live if you're into ice fishing and all the other winter sports here.
Hapster is from he lives in Michigan, so he's familiar with ice fishing.
Is that different fish there?
Yes, it is. It's very, very cold. You're fishing. You're sitting on top of
salmon fish.
It's very cold fish.
Do they have like the dolphins there?
No. You have to cut through the ice to get to the fish, to the water. Yeah, it's very cold.
Prior Lake, nice area. What is Saint? Is that Saint? what's that? STP, stay far enough from the cities, but close enough if you ever need to go into. What is that? Prior Lake,
Area.
nice weird areas. Saint P, stay.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's just trying to say a nice area to stay.
Okay. Okay, let's that and bread and hamster says yes and no, macho, and then hello, bread from hamster. All right. Burger, you are absolutely correct about the expat report channel. He over exaggerate anything negative or flat out is untruthful about Thailand.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear it's not just me then. Yeah.
Yeah, but you really can tell that the hateness. I mean, he's really like angry or something. Something. That's
Yeah,
what
a lot of resentment there.
yeah. Ooh, a ketchup here. I have a ketchup. Greetings.
Wow,
Peckerville has a large Filipino community.
is that the same? That's Vacaville. That's quite near Davis and near Sacramento. I guess so. Yeah, I didn't realize that. A lot of car dealerships in Vacaville, if I remember correctly.
Is that where? Is this near? In your area?
It's very, very close to where I am. Yeah, probably I don't know, 10, 15-minute drive from Davis. Yeah.
And King also is in California, also, right?
Daly City. That's the name I was trying to remember. And it's quite near Palo Alto. That's where the big
Daly
Filipino
City is
area.
one of the areas to Northern California. And then by Van Nuys Boulevard.
Van Nuys.
Van Nuys.
Yeah, that's where the Jollibee is located.
Oh yeah, I
No,
tried to avoid
Jollibee
that.
and the Walmart was located. That's Van Nuys Boulevard. That's what he's talking about.
Okay. Okay, it's really traffic then.
Yeah.
So some of you have no doubt already heard, it came up on Gio's channel, that Jollibee are closing down 255 locations in the Philippines.
Wow.
Yeah, here. That's why.
The lines will be longer now.
Can I park? What's that?
The lines will be longer now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. We should get one, our own. Excuse me. All of California has a huge Filipino population. Here in the Midwest, Chicago is where you'll find your biggest Pinoy population.
Yeah, that's a good point. I saw this map recently, and it was a map of the United States of America. And for each state, they listed the most popular language after English and Spanish. And for California, it was Tagalog, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
Tagalog. So do they have like Filipino school there? Of course, man.
There should be transitional school. That's why I was saying that we take the kids there, then we could find a transitional school where it's a combination of Tagalog and English.
Yeah. Sorry, I should have said Tagalog, not Tagalog, as I used to.
Well, everybody says that. So
unless we end up going to Victoria, unless we end up going to Victoria, Canada.
It's too cold there.
No. On the West Coast, it doesn't get as cold. It's cold. It's cooler, not cold. It's cooler.
Cooler for you is very cold for you.
That's Vancouver Island, is it?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's just further inland. It's not as expensive as Vancouver.
Yeah, but Vancouver Island is supposed to be beautiful, right? I know
it's gorgeous.
Retired there.
It is. It's probably one of the best airports. You're flying into Vancouver Airport because the water is so blue and then you have the mountain backdrop. It's one of the best looking airports that you're flying into.
Yeah. You already been in Canada, Brooker?
Canada, yes. I used to go to. I've only been to Vancouver Airport on the way back from Hong Kong, but I used to go to the Montreal Grand Prix, the Canadian Formula One Grand Prix. I went 6 times.
Love Montreal. Really good food.
Yeah, it's a great city. It's quite of a European feel, and
Jan, that's where Emmanuel's from.
That's where.
A friend of hers.
Our friend is she's from.
She's been in the U.S. now probably about 30 plus years, and she still sounds like she's just came off the boat with her French accent, so strong.
Oh no, she's not.
Yeah, she is.
Okay.
She's definitely. She sounds like an FOB.
FOB.
Fresh off the boat.
Oh.
You gotta know you gotta know my cousin's language, the Chinese language, okay?
James said, at least Seafood City supermarket stays very busy all over USA and Canada. LOL. Oh, Seafood Market. I think yeah, Seafood City supermarket. We went we went there last time, right? In California.
Seafood City? Now we're at Kroger's mostly by the house. I'm not sure if we went to Seafood City. I don't recall that.
I think we tried to go, but the parking is kind of like expensive.
You know me and parking. If it's not available, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Next.
And my God, I didn't know everything there is you really have to pay parking.
No, we don't pay for park. No, that's the malls.
No, I remember we tried to go to the market in California,
Oh,
like a seafood market.
We went to Kroger's by the house. Did we pay for parking? No.
No.
We went to Target. No.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just my first time because they have like the what do you call that? That they post all the parking fee. Like
that was
parking.
No, that was by the mall, and we went by Santa Monica Pier.
Mm-hmm.
And that was very cheap. That was very cheap for Santa Monica Pier at that price.
I just noticed there in the US, everything you do is you have to pay.
Hey, we lived in Alabama for how long? Every single place they charge you for parking.
Yeah, but not all.
In Alabama?
Not as much as in the US.
It's still charging.
Yeah, they charge you a lot. All right, we've been like, oh. Did I catch up on the?
Yeah, I think you caught up.
I did. Yeah. You guys, you can ask more questions, guys. I got 2 guys here. So, you said you're gonna plan. Broker says that he's planning to go here, 2021 next year. So,
yeah, as soon as I can. I was originally hoping it would be January 2021. I thought that was pretty conservative, but now, who knows? Nobody knows. But it's looking like that may not even be possible at this point. But,
Yeah, but they said as soon as we get the vaccine, everything will be back to normal now.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen overnight,
Yeah.
And that's a whole other discussion about who wants to take the vaccine and who doesn't, and where is it coming from, and it's like.
Yeah.
I went online. I was trying to volunteer to be take the vaccine as a.
Are you sure?
Did you consult with your wife before you did that?
I'm wicked healthy and stuff like that.
Oh my goodness.
I'll take an insurance policy just in case. Well, I'll take out a 5 million Lords of London 90-day insurance policy in case I die.
Oh, speaking of 90-day fee, 90-day broker also watching the 90-day fiance too.
Oh, I stopped watching that. Oh my goodness.
I'm totally sucked in. I watch it and I watch all the spin-offs, and I waste so much time watching that.
Well, we used to watch it, but when you hear all the backstories of all the fraud that's going on there, that like the producers don't even vet anybody. They basically goes, okay, we'll take you, and there's so much fraud. It says basically, oh, you're a live body. You could be on this show even though you're a criminal.
Yeah.
We just want to make money off of you.
Yeah, true. I mean, that's the producer's angle is just to get viewers and get interest and have people watch it, of course, which they seem to do very successfully because you've got all these spin-offs and,
It's like, is that Darcy? She always on the.
Darcy and her sister Stacy are coming back in their own show now,
Yeah, we saw the previews of that one. That'll be another wreck.
I really thought we'd had enough of Darcy. We didn't really see her anymore, but yet you keep watching because she is such a wreck, wow.
She's getting sexier and sexier.
She'll never be sexy.
Oh, for me, she's sexy.
Ugh, please. She's got more fillers and plastic on her than a real skin, probably.
Yeah, I'm with the captain on that. Yeah.
I see how you are.
Yeah.
All right. So Hopster says the Cebu City is only 10 minutes from me, and we have 5 Jollibee restaurants on the island of Ohio. Ohio? How can you pronounce it?
Which one?
Ohio.
Oahu.
Oahu.
Oahu. I think.
Wow. Oh, thank you so much, Brad, for the super chat. Thank you. Okay. Paul said, when you live in Los Angeles, California, and Taft, Seafood City is not only a Philippine supermarket, but it has very reasonable price.
Yeah, I'll check to see if there's near the one near the Encino house.
So Seafood City is known to be a Philippine supermarket. I didn't even know that. Yeah.
See if I can get some lobsters cheaper there.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe it's a good place to go if you want to meet a Filipino. Then you just go hang out at Seafood City. Hang out at
That's a question I've had with Jan, but I was told to behave myself on the live chat. Because I'll discuss it briefly.
It's okay, you can.
I'll be nice because I used to watch Geo and we watched Paul.
Paul Dogs, whatever. Yeah.
And so my question always is though, because and once again, pardon me, I don't have a YouTube channel, so don't unsubscribe her. That's my disclaimer. Because what I don't get is the fact that you have all these Westerners going to the Philippines to hook up with Filipinas, but yet everyone says there's so many in the U.S. So then my question would be then is, why are you going all the way there versus dating one here, right? And then the feedback is always, well, they're so westernized. Okay, and once again, I when I look at things big picture wise. That's what I do for a living, big picture outlook. And so what I don't get is the fact is because when we live in Angeles and we live in different parts in the Philippines before, and most of the Westerners, the men, all get together to discuss Westerner stuff without their spouse, and then they go back. So I don't know why so many guys are running to Philippines to hook up with Filipinas, and then they don't want to hook up with them when they're in the States.
I would say the answer is probably, I've never been to the Philippines, so bear that in mind. But from what I've watched a lot of the YouTubes recently, I would say the answer is pretty simple. It's when they go to the Philippines, they have an opportunity to hook up with perhaps a younger, perhaps a better looking Filipino than they would in the States.
Well, look, I agree with you that point there, but then to me, then it comes down to, I want to say this is where I have to tread carefully for my wife's channel. It's I had a discussion with somebody that she had emailed me. He lives in Thailand, and I always say that the reason why they're doing that is more so that that when they were younger, they were the kind of chaps that didn't get the good looking girl. So now that they're older and they could get there, because to me, it more comes down to a manipulation process more than anything else. Because even if you are not a wealthy, Westerner, you are still way richer than the individuals there. So you're using your financial power than anything else.
Yep. I think there's no question what you're saying is absolutely correct. And there's a whole moral side of this. Is that okay? And I think the bottom line for people that do it is that if both sides of the equation are happy and they're both getting something out of the relationship, then it's okay. We're talking about they're all adults, So,
but once again, because like since you guys watched Gio recently, he's been because we used to watch Gio before he became as popular as he is right now, and and the biggest question was, and that's why recently you see he's doing a lot of interviews with Westerners that brought the Filipino back to the U.S. And when he has these discussions, he is, I don't want to use the word surprise, but the way they talk about it is like, oh, a lot of people thought that they'll be stared at because it's an older guy and a younger girl, or that both parties stay happy, because Westerners were reluctant because they were like, well, if I bring her back to the U.S., she'll leave me.
Mm-hmm.
So then, if you're in the Philippines, then to me, then she's not really happy then. She's stuck with you because of the fact that, yes, she's getting, when I say stuck with you, more bad choice of words. She stays with you because, yes, you are helping her and her family somewhat. But as I said, I have no problem bringing my wife here because to me, it's still better overall for them to go back to the West. Even just for me, I look at for just how they think. They think, like my wife still believes in ghosts. She will call me and say, because I'm a security nut. I've got a camera, and she'll go call me, check the cameras in the living room to make sure there's nothing there. They're so superstitious, it drives me crazy. And by going to the West, it just clears your thinking a little bit. It makes you a free thinker.
Hold on.
This is my opinion. Remember, this is only my 2 cents, and she probably won't invite me back again. So I'm getting it out.
Hold on.
And I see all the comments that are coming in as a result of what you're saying.
Exactly.
Market, the Valley, Canoga Park, North Bridge, and then Nice, Panorama City right next to the Jolly Ways you ate at.
Okay. All right, so yeah. We can check that out.
I don't even hang out with Westerners in the Philippines.
Okay.
And Mr. Ross says, I never met a Filipino that I knew of in the U.S. and I graduated from Ohio State University, which is very international. Moa, the TAs, they are not Americans. Okay. Wala po this one. Kat, correct me if I'm wrong, you are Valley dude? Valley dude. I guess. Are you?
No. Valley dude is like, you talk about G, you use like all these. The reason why I speak so quickly is when I moved to the US, we lived in New York City first. And I still speak sulfur New York.
That doesn't wash. I lived in New York for close to 25, 30 years. So yeah.
Yeah,
not with a better excuse, Captain.
Sometimes I couldn't catch up. What was that? What was that? You talk too fast sometimes. All right, let me see. How did you and your husband met? You don't have to ask if you don't want to. Do you like living in the US or Philippines? I like Philippines better, but under circumstances, but we need to be in the US. And you answer mommy age. How did we meet? How did we meet?
You want me to answer that? You're going to answer that.
You answer. I always answer.
Should I tell the truth, or do you want to tell me your version of the story?
Hey, what's that? There's no other story. You tell me more.
No, I was that was my second time living in the US. I traveled a lot for office, and this was 2000. I met her in 2011 when I went back there to do a transition for 2 of my buildings there, and she was working at a restaurant that I used to frequent. My first time I was in the Philippines working there was 2008, and the restaurant she was working at, I particularly liked it, the Swiss Chalet. It was near Walking Street, and the food's good there. It's a very international restaurant. You've got foreigners all over the bloody planet going to that particular.
We saw her having dinner there recently with her friends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's amazing now that all her friends you saw there, they all used to work there. Now that none of them work there, they're married and they've moved on or whatever the situation is. But yet they all bloody go back there. They used to always. I hope Beatrice doesn't watch this, and or Boss Hans. They used to always complain about working there, and now that
Stop it! Oh my god!
They always go back there for dinner, and they act like, oh no.
We love working there. Okay,
that's where we met. Hapsters. That's where we met. I met her working at the restaurant, and I was there, and I won't go into details how much she chased me after that, but
Oh wow! Yo, you
but,
are.
yeah, that's where we met in the Philippines. And like I said, I just think overall I would like her to move to the U.S. More so for just an opportunity to live in a different country to see how things are. And then if we decide to stay, because she's got 3 nephews and a niece, and we might bring them to U.S. If possible to maybe go school there. Once again, just to open up their mind, how you think, everything like that. Trying to break the typical.
Be careful. Be careful.
Hey,
What Filipino are gonna bash me? My
hey,
goodness.
I got good lawyers. Anyway, so it's just a way of giving them, just a way of I think, because I had that experience, was able to go to school in different countries, and I think it just opens up your mind of how you think, you accept people faster. I think it just makes you a better rounded person by by having the capabilities of working and living in different countries. That's my speech.
Yeah, I would say all of that is very true, and obviously there are better financial opportunities if you move to the US. But I also see that, contrary to maybe popular opinion in the US, not everyone wants to move to the US, and many Filipinos are very happy to stay in the Philippines and want to stay there because they enjoy their life there. They're closer to their family. They're just happier there. It doesn't really matter.
No, which is true. But what I'm just saying more is that that it's not a matter of living to go there to stay. You could always go back home. Because home is always going to be home. I mean, like I said, so it's, you could go there as you get educated and still go back to your country and apply what you learned in another country, everything like that.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'll just read this. Mr. Ron, I would take Neneng to the U.S. I think he's talking about his girlfriend. The U.S. and would never believe she would leave me. We trust each other. That's the good thing about it. Some of the I know expats here, they're kind of like scared or hesitant to bring their girlfriend, Filipino girlfriend, to the U.S. because they're worried that they might gonna leave them there and find a better, like they're married here, and then when they get to the U.S. they're gonna get divorced then and find another guy to be with. Sometimes
especially California, you get half of my stuff. You get divorced me in California.
Oh, okay, I'll do it.
I guess that's truer for the Western guys that are kind of shooting above their weight.
Yeah.
And, they're these old, they're older, they're perhaps heavier, and they've got a beautiful young Filipino wife. And while they're in the Philippines, she's quite happy. But if they move to the States, the temptation has to be there because the offers are going to come for the young Filipino. So, what's she going to do? She's human,
they eventually they will think, oh, it's more opportunity here. I may not gonna need you or something like that. It will came to their mind that I wasn't really happy with you or something like that back in the Philippines. When they go to the US, everything will change. Like their confidence will be more. What do you call that? It's more like they know what to do next. It's like sometimes they're just using some expats as a stepping stone.
So when you move to California, I'll have you drive from Santa Barbara back to the house, and then that means you're getting confidence now.
No way, I'm not gonna drive there. I'm kind of scared to drive here on Florida, US. Anyway, they teach undergraduate. Oh, TA's assistant.
Yeah, TA is a teacher's assistant. Yeah, that's what Ron was saying when he was in Ohio, when he went to University of Ohio. Most of the teachers' assistants were non-Americans.
Yeah, I'm actually in an apartment right now, which I share with 2 other guys just for the rest of this month. Then I'm moving, but one of my roommates, and we don't really talk to each other very much, but one of my roommates is actually from Thailand, and he's doing a PhD, and he works as a TA or teacher assistant at UC Davis. So Yeah, it's quite. Yeah.
Okay. Mommy H says, I was born in the Philippines, grew up in Japan and USA, then moved to Europe and traveled around. I met my husband in Oklahoma. I want to transition back to the Philippines in the near future. Yeah, it's nice to.
Wow, that's quite a history. That's yeah, I love that.
It's all
Yeah.
over.
So the name says the Hapsters. Are we talking to a wife or a husband or both together or
White.
one? The wife, yeah. What
Yeah,
what
the
is your
white.
name? You know, is that your real name, the Hapsters, or are you staying incognito? Yeah.
I think she's gone. Ah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Ah, I know, right? Yeah, she's all over.
Oh, she's there. Yeah. I see that.
I am the one with
Oh,
the channel.
so you're the boss, right?
Oh,
Good.
that's the name. Ah, that's my. Ah, okay. All right. Yeah. So Darius is having a premiere now. Okay. I'll just gonna check his premiere later. Huh. Replay. Okay, we catch up. I'm real as can get. Yeah, we call her Mommy H.
Mommy H. Tell us more. Why?
Yeah. The Kingley says, "Wow, yeah, I'm getting to drive from Santa Barbara down the 101. What's that?
101 highway. That's the highway.
Highway.
You,
That
you
is a
remember
fun drive with a
Barbara?
view.
We went down that really steep hill. Remember, we were going
Yeah.
from the house in Encino to Santa Barbara, and we went down the highway. It's like it went down into like a valley. Not even a bad memory. Never a bad memory.
I don't remember. But I know 101 highway.
Yeah, we live
That's
off the 101.
Ah, okay. What is the four? Are we too
The
far
four-
away?
The
Are we
405,
close to 405?
405 that takes you to Santa Monica Pier.
Yeah,
That's right.
Santa Monica.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. You know, broker, we went to Venice. That Venice.
Venice.
In
Venice.
Italy.
Oh my goodness, it's everywhere. It stink.
The
Yeah.
marijuana.
But
The
you know,
marijuana.
right now, I think I heard it doesn't stink as much because of the COVID and the lack of tourists and the lack of boats. The story was even, I think it was the dolphins were appearing in the canals in Venice
Oh.
because, there's nobody there right now or hasn't been up to recently,
Yeah. Well, that's Venice, Italy. That was
Yeah.
Venice, yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Venice. Oh, sorry.
Venice, California.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
a little off track.
Yeah, when we were walking on the walking street area in Venice, because there's so many shops that sell the cannabis. She was like, she hated the smell. She was like, oh, it's so strong there.
Yeah, my goodness. You feel like I'm gonna get high of the smell. It's literally like so some guy offered him hey spot they call it pot.
Pot, yeah, pot.
Yeah. Hey hey bro, just buy some pot. Like can you try it? Like something. Oh, what is it like? It's just normal there. Like they're literally just selling pot. Like is it legal, right? Is it legal?
Up to certain quantities. I think it's 100. King may know that better. What's the rules in California than I do? I think it's like
It's legal. It's legal in Davis, California now. There are several.
how many
several
grams?
places where you can buy. I don't know what the limit is. I actually know. I was kind of interested because I walked into a store just to kind of look around one day, and I had really no intention of buying anything. But I ended up walking out with a packet of edibles, which I actually still have, and I haven't even opened it yet. But the address of that was 42 of that place was the shop was 420 F for Frank Street.
Okay.
So there was a date. Was it April 20? I think it must have been April 20 this year when there was a long line of people around the corner, and I met this guy on the sidewalk, and I said, "What's up?" And he obviously saw I was confused, and he said, "Oh, do you know what's going on?" I said, "No, well, they're all lined up because they're lined up for this particular store at 420 F Street." So do you get that?
Yeah.
So like a little clue. Like, so it was April 20th, and it was 420 was the date. And they were all lining up for this particular store because the address is 420
Yeah,
420 F Street.
that's when the law took effect.
And they were all going to, and there's some story behind why it's referred to as 420 in the first place, which I don't remember. But anyway, that's the story. Jan is looking very confused there. Yeah.
What are you guys talking?
What are you talking about on my live stream? This is my live stream, and I don't understand.
Oh, sorry. All right, Paul Fisher. Cap, tell me if you agree with this. Los Angeles, California is a good place to make money, but too stressful. So would you retire in the Philippines?
That's not an option.
Yes.
She's already shopping for land already.
I really want to.
So
Philippines is nice. It's
no.
you know,
I've got no problem retiring there.
yeah, it's nice. It's pretty nice.
Remember, as long as I've got ESPN and RUM, I can retire anywhere.
Wrong guy. It does stink there, especially during summertime. Yeah, in Venice, California. It's not the boat that stink in Venice Beach. LOL. The entire beach. All right. Okay. All goodies, could you share? The goodies.
I'm going to come back in a minute.
All right. Yeah, anyway. Oh, we got 1 hour and 26 minutes. Oh.
See this bag?
Oh, that's your package?
I'm going to open this bag.
Uh-oh.
And show you.
So this will be a is this allowed on YouTube?
Cannabis?
I don't know.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
This is perfectly legal cannabis purchased in Davis, California.
Will you be sampling it on TV, sir? Live?
I haven't opened it yet. You can see it's. I'm waiting for the correct occasion. I don't know when that's going to be, if ever.
What is that?
Well, make sure he doesn't take that on the airplane with you.
Huh?
So
I'm getting into the specifics. The guy behind the counter explained this to me. You see the ratio of CBD to THC at the bottom? It's 1:1.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I've forgotten all the specifics, but this is kind of a reasonable way to go if you just want to try out. These are edible, so you just eat them like gummy bears. But that ratio is a reasonable ratio to start off with. Whereas, if you wanted something more hallucinogenic or whatever, you might vary that ratio. And I've forgotten the details. But, anyway.
Have to say only candy.
So always only candy. Else can I have it?
Everyone's welcome. Come join this evening.
Liquor, right? Do we have that here in the Philippines?
It's illegal. You'll be thrown in jail and be beaten.
Not unless you want to go to jail, yeah.
Oh. ESPN, of course, and I have the MLB package with the Dodger game on. From King. Oh, hi, Nitban, welcome. Good morning to you. Hi, Yan. Am I get banned from your channel? No. Why? You get a hard time to get in? Yeah, sir. Can we see it inside? I think if you eat all of it in one setting, we'll do something. Yeah, I really want to see.
It's all nicely sealed now, and I really don't know when, if ever, I'm going to try it. So I'd hate to break the seal because then maybe it wouldn't last. Actually, I need to see if I've had it for a few months, so I want to see if there's an expiry date on it, but I don't even know if there is. There might be in very small print I can't read. Yeah. Oh, but it is vegan.
Okay.
Vegan.
All natural.
See?
Oh, it's healthy.
Vegan.
Midband says, from my account, my chats are not showing up. I created another account to try. Oh, maybe you just have to try to refresh it. I think it happens also to Bobby Flakes. He can't see the chat also. From my account, my chats are not showing up. I created another account to try. Oh, sorry about that, Mitban. Hi, Mitban. That's weird. Yeah, it is weird.
Well, there could be another explanation. He just doesn't want to watch your live streams.
See how you are, Mitban. You don't want to watch my live stream. Now it's the time. Now it's the time. The hamster said. Everything expires. Oh my god, yeah, everything expires. You should try. You should start it now. Or even better. The vegan, yeah. The king. Basil, we need the Star Trek technology now. We could all come over.
Yeah, I need to get rid of these, so I would welcome.
Yes, not sure why YouTube algorithm are crazy. I tried from my phone and laptop. What's wrong? Oh, YouTube is trying to ban my viewers, huh? He doesn't want my viewers to come over. Let's see, am I catch it? Oh yeah, I catch everything. Okay, what else? Okay, take care, Yan, Tab, King, and Burger. I have to go now.
Okay.
All right, Paul, thank you so much for participating in the chat.
See you, Paul. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. All right, what else? Let's see here. Takes long time to get the message on the chat on the StreamYard.
Yeah, what is the delay?
Nice talking to you, Paul.
Take care, Paul. Paul. Yeah. So, Basil, you ready for your own live stream soon?
No, yeah. Mañana, right? Same answer as before, yeah.
Okay,
honestly, I really feel like I need to upgrade my equipment before I try to do anything. Like I don't know how I sound, but I want to order a decent microphone, and the camera is probably less important, but I feel like sound is very important. You know, you need decent audio if you're going to host a live stream.
You already have some equipment for vlogging. Or you just use your phone?
No. I have a computer, very nice computer with 3 monitors, and
monitor?
Yeah, I like my monitors, so yeah.
You're like computer programmer.
A what?
Computer programmer.
Yeah, no, but I did a little in the past, but yeah, no, I just like my my monitors, so no good reason why I don't, except I'm moving this month as well, so I figure I'll create a nice setup in my new place and then maybe think about it seriously. Yeah.
All right. Hopster, see you at I might not gonna get to Darren's premiere. Probably be there. I'm just gonna watch it replay. Darren's premiere. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. See you again, Mommy H. Later. Make sure get yourself a Yeti mic. Those are awesome to use. Is that what you're using right now?
No. Hang on. So, gosh. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm trying to stop that. No, right now I'm just using the microphone on my computer, you know, so which is probably very poor quality. That's why I say I'm not sure how well you can hear me. King, thanks for the suggestion, Yeti mic. Again, I've watched a lot of YouTube reviews. I've actually pretty much narrowed it down to something. I was looking at the Rode Pod mic, which I liked, but I've now switched to something else called the Maono some letters and then 422 as being probably the best value out there. It's about $92 and you get a boom and the mic itself and one of those things that absorb the vibration and the what's it called, the thing that stops the plosives. So that's the way I was planning to go. I'll probably order that in the next day or two, you know.
Okay. I kind of wonder what's the use of the. There's a mic, right? And then there's a round
Yeah,
thing in
it's
it.
just to stop shock waves, I think it says. So if you, for instance, do something on your desk, it's not going to create a sound on the microphone.
Oh.
If you move something around or whatever, it just protects it somewhat and cushions it.
It's like a sound, whatever they call it, sound.
Yeah.
Enable the background noise or something?
No, the background noise is more, it kind of depends which microphone you choose. It could be a dynamic microphone or it could be a condenser, or I think there's another type as well. But dynamic microphones tend to just pick up the sound around them as opposed to other sounds in the room. Whereas a condenser may be more likely to pick up sounds generally in the room. Then some of them, it's the dynamic especially, it's important, I think, to be quite close to the microphone when you're talking. The sound, the quality is much better if you're close to it. Others, it's less important. So yeah, there's so much about microphones. I mean, I'm just scratching the surface, but the different types of microphones is amazing. And then you can get the lav mics and the, there's so many options. Yeah.
I used to I used to work in AT&T for just 2 months, I think. We have like two screen also, and we use the the headset, which is it can cancel the background noise. So I was thinking to just get one of those because it can cancel the background noise.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And the one I was looking at, that one I mentioned, the Maono 422, that also has 3 knobs on the actual microphone, which they don't all have. One is a mute. The second is a gain control. Like gain is basically the volume, which you can control physically on the microphone. And then the third was a microphone jack. So you can plug in your headphones and hear it at the same, as it's transmitted,
Mr. Ron says I had 2 desktop set up in the US so I could chat many in the Philippines and still do my work with Microsoft at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like 2 screens.
Cool. Yeah. So you're not working now, Ron, are you? You retired? I guess so, yeah.
I'm not sure. How about Nitban? Nitban, are you still here? Or you can still chat? Not sure. All right. King says I have 2 microphones, a Yeti and an Acto.
Okay, I don't know the Acto. I see a lot about the Blue Yeti, and yeah, supposedly that's a very good one. And I think if I remember correctly, your live streams are always very high quality audio, King. So I guess it's working well for you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try the share screen.
There's a vlogger called, I think it's Vanessa Lau. I don't know if any of you know her. She's gone from kind of nothing to 100,000 plus subscribers in the space of I think it's a year or a year and a half. But she has a video out where she goes through all the equipment she purchased and regretted purchasing. And funnily enough, she mentions the Blue Yeti as one of the items she purchased, which just did not work for her. But I think it's more related to her specific circumstances than a lack of quality in the Blue Yeti microphone.
Where's she from?
She's pretty sure it's California, probably thinking LA area. Yeah.
What's her name again?
Vanessa Lau. I think it's what's her? So I'm just checking her channel name.
Let me. I think you can share your screen, right?
Vanessa Lau. It's just called Vanessa Lau.
Vanessa Lau. Oh.
And the video I was talking about is called 6 Dumbest Purchases I Made in My Business. Regrets. From 5 months ago. Yeah.
She looks Asian.
Otherwise, I would show it to you. But
Sorry, yeah.
She looks Asian, right?
Yeah, she's Californian Asian. Like she's very Californian.
This one?
Her last name gives her away, I think.
Oh yeah, true.
And you're so crazy. Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, 321K subscribers.
Oh no, I see. She's up to 321,000 subscribers now, I think.
Yeah.
And that's in the space of, I don't know, it must be a year or a year and a half maybe. So she's very good at what she does, She's yeah.
So need that. You're in California, right? California, I think he's in California. Oh, there you go. I am retired, but I still am a Windows 10 insider, developer, and occasionally do work for Microsoft Security. I am retired income tax auditor.
Wow, that seems like two very different careers, Windows 10 developer and income tax auditor, yeah? Wondering how do they go together? You obviously didn't do them at the same time,
All right. So,
Nitban is my neighbor,
oh, Sacramento. Okay.
Yeah.
California also, right? It gets cold there. It's summer now, right?
Summer. Yes, very warm here now.
It's very, very hot.
Yeah.
Because I remember our friend Mano, she really don't like the summer because she says that when it's summer it's pretty hot there. So
It's brutally hot.
yeah. So she really don't like it.
It's in the valley, that's why.
Yeah.
But we went to Idlewild, right?
Yeah, that's up in the mountains, yeah.
So it also went too hot there.
Well, the downside of Idlewild though is during fire season, ooh, you can get trapped up there.
Ooh, look at that. Hot. 100 plus or 38 Fahrenheit. 38 degree. No, just Windows 10 Insider when I was still working for the government. Windows 10 Insider.
Okay.
Windows 10 Insider, is that more like an IT job or
Yeah, I would think so. Windows 10 is, it's the common operating system for Windows.
hardware,
People
software?
use it these days.
Mm.
Yeah. I'm still not quite sure how that combines with being an income tax auditor, but yeah.
Maybe that's what's available right now. Why don't you just take it, right?
Yeah.
So Rob, you're not doing anything for now, right? Broker.
No, I'm pretty much retired. I worked that's where my original Gmail address, Broker Basil, came from. I actually call myself Basil, but everyone else here calls me Basil. So, yeah, I was a real estate broker in New York City for 20 years. Never really seriously, but before that, that was my more serious career. I was what they call a chartered accountant, like a CPA. So I worked as a financial controller all over the world, basically, So, but for the last 15, 20 years, I played around with being a real estate broker in New York, and that's where the name broker came from.
I think Paul Fisher, he used to be what is that again? Capped. He's in real estate.
A real estate broker, like broker.
Broker also.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like when we watch.
He has his own. He has his own real
business.
estate.
Yeah, it's not a company. Like when we watch $1 Million Listing LA.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Something like that. Okay. Yeah, he owns.
Except the $1 million part.
Did you say his name was Ryan?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't like Ryan at all from Real Estate New York.
Ryan Serchant. You know, I watched one of his videos the other day, and I have to say, I never watched Million Dollar Listing, or I might have done a handful of times, but I watched this video of his the other day, and I was very impressed by his video. Yeah.
He's I mean, obviously he's better than Frederick. Anybody's better than Frederick, but but
Yeah.
process he kind of comes across more like a used car salesman to me. He's kind of slick.
Yeah, very, very, very slick. But whatever he's doing, he's making it work. You know, and that's essentially what he was saying in this video: is you got to believe in yourself and put yourself out there. But you know, he's managed to do it very successfully. You know, so yeah.
I look forward to the day I can retire. You're planning to retire in the Philippines, Nitban, right? Where do you plan? Where in the Philippines you're planning to retire to? I think he loves in the most of the expat, they really love to go in provinces because because there's a lot of beaches there or something.
So what do you do now, Nitban? I'm wondering. You know, if I remember correctly, you said you were in the Folsom area before, also, which is, you know, we're all pretty close together. You got Sacramento, Davis, Folsom. Sacramento's in the middle. Davis is on one side to the west. Folsom is to the east of Sacramento.
That's it takes time, but I can see all my. There you go. Not sure. El Nido, maybe. Oh, I love Palawan. Yeah, by El Nido. Yeah. It's nice there.
Oh, okay.
Electrical engineer. Oh,
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I actually studied engineering in college, believe it or not, in Trinity College, Dublin, 40 years ago. No, 45 years ago.
My other neighbor. We have a neighbor here before. He's a British guy. He's retired engineer also, and he's like a lot of. He's retired, but still a lot of jobs are offering, you know, online job or online teaching for engineer in Saudi, I think. Yeah, Saudi has a lot of job for engineers.
He's a in the oil business, or
yeah, oil business engineer. It has nothing to do with being an income tax auditor. I do that because I enjoy testing OS. I had 10 years before it has released to the general public. It is full of bugs. It updates weekly.
Oh, interesting. That's Windows 10. Yeah. It's been around for quite a while now. It seems like it's been one of the more stable systems, so it's interesting to say it's still full of bugs.
I think I have Windows 10. What? I don't think so.
Probably. Yeah.
Windows 10.
Yeah.
I had computer in the 80s. I had a computer in the 80s.
Yeah. What was that? IBM XT?
Yeah, IBM. But IBM is good, right?
Well, it was in those days. Those are the early days of personal computers when IBM had something called an XT. And then there was a slightly better one, which was called an AT. I remember getting an IBM AT in my job in, what was it, 1987, I think. Yeah. Yeah.
I tried to be a computer programmer before. I can't. It's hard to find the they call that syntax. It's hard.
Oh yeah.
I get crazy about.
I can really take you back and say that when I studied computer programming as part of my engineering degree, we used to go to this machine and create punch cards. So there were lots of cards, not this big, but a little smaller than this, a little smaller than a letter. And you would have a pile of these punch cards this thick, and you would feed them in overnight. You'd leave them with the computer lab, and they'd run them on an IBM 360. It was, overnight, and then the next day usually you would get your results. And if it came back with a lot of paper, that usually meant you got into some endless loop, and there was some problem with your program.
Ooh.
But that's
Kind
way
of
better.
cool. Yeah, I think before I remember our professor want us to do a TV screen. Hey, no. It's like the TV. We have to make like a dot. It's like it's a lot of them is dot thing on the screen. You have to work the TV screen with a dot using your syntax. I was like, how are you gonna do that?
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of hard, and then you have to do graphics graphics using those syntax of your own. My goodness, how can we do that? That's why I can't do this.
Yeah.
IBM sold it. IBM sold its laptop sections to Lenovo.
Right. Yes, I remember.
I see. Lenovo used to be IBM. That's cool. That's why it's a lot of Lenovo right now. It's kind of being popular now. Lenovo. I built my first one from a kit. It didn't have enough power to even load an OS today. Nice, mom. That's cool that you guys know how to do that.
Yeah. Good old DOS. What's that? Disk operating system. Yeah. I used to know quite a few DOS commands back in the old days, just the basic commands like copy and whatever, I remember being very anti-Windows when it first came out. I thought it was a big gimmick, but long time ago. Yeah.
I know that my first course was the Visual Basic C++.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one, and then all my friends like, oh no, let's try this. It's a new course. It's a computer designing and programming. So which one? They said it will be on demand in the future if you take computer designing and programming. I was like, because they were like doing like cartoons or something like that, like anime. So it's gonna like I'm not sure if I can take it. I'm not that smart. OS operating system. I use Unix at work. Unix. All right. So I still have. Let's say 5 more minutes to make it 2 hours. So we
Hey,
can wrap this up. We call it
you're
a day.
not going to do the 3.5 hours today, no? Are you?
No,
You're not going to try and
no,
break that 9-hour record somebody mentioned on the screen the other day?
I can't do that.
Yeah.
Unix is also an operating system. Oh, is that a new one? Unix. Is it Intel is an operating system?
Intel is a chip maker, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's hardware.
Ah.
Unix, I thought that brings to mind it's quite a dated system, I thought, but maybe I'm out of touch. I remember a guy at least 10, 15 years ago, thinking he was out of a job because he was a Unix guy, but I guess it's still being used. Yeah.
It's so long for the. So it's afternoon there now, right? Broker, in your.
I'm sorry?
It's afternoon right now.
It's nighttime.
Here it's 7:55 p.m.
Oh.
Dinner time. Yeah.
I can't last 9 hours just watching one. I can't last just watching.
You don't want to be part of the record-breaking attempt, Ron.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Kids, I can't do that.
Is that
Sorry
an
for
entry in
my
the Guinness Book of Records, the longest live stream? Must be, yeah. If it
Sorry for
isn't,
my accent. I go do something up from the ring. Yeah, it's okay, Sam. Thanks for coming back. No, Intel makes hardware. I work for them.
yeah.
Intel is the largest maker of processor. I think I have to go try and do that too.
So here's the question, Jan. What processor do you have on your computer?
Windows 10.
Processor, hardware.
Hardware.
I'm just
I
trying to
don't
imagine
know.
you on your own
Yeah,
live.
I forgot already.
It's right there in the right hand corner. It says Intel.
Yeah, that's what. Oh, okay, fine. It's in the, I have to go back to school now. Oh, embarrassing.
It's up there with how many gigabytes do you have, yeah? RAM.
USB. I'm sorry.
How many gigabytes of RAM do you have?
This I can't find. I was actually trying to find it.
These are, by the way, these are relevant questions if you ever do get around to downloading DaVinci Resolve, which is the video editor I recommended. But yeah.
I don't know. I can only see here. It's 3.0.
You can borrow my computer. I've got 12 gigabytes.
Yeah.
It says here, so 3.0.
DaVinci likes kind of a minimum of 16 gigabytes, I believe. I think you can do it with 8, but it prefers.
But you can get like external.
Not external, I don't think, for RAM. No.
Hardware.
Many computers, you can upgrade them and add extra RAM.
You can upgrade your RAM on it.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
You have to install additional, if you have the space to add additional gigabytes. I don't think that one does. My Mac, I can add another. I've got 12 right now. You go up to 16.
Yeah, Ron is saying there he has 32 in a later comment, which that's a nice number to have right now. I think 16 is kind of seen as pretty decent these days, but 32 is better, of course. And Ron could upgrade to 64, which is very good. I mean, I think that's unusually good.
Yeah. They were saying here that it's better to use computer desktop than using laptop, they said.
Well, typically you get more bang for your buck if you have a desktop, but these days the laptops can be quite powerful. So for most people, the convenience of a laptop makes it worthwhile. But if you were going to stay in the same place all the time and never want to take your computer anywhere, then yeah, you'll get more power for the same money if you have a desktop. I think that's.
They keep saying that they're faster, that they're faster to download and download anything. The desktop than the laptop.
That's where having the good processor and stuff in. So if you build you can go to most websites, most companies, you can build your own laptop, as long as you're willing to spend the money. So you could go up to 32 gigabytes if you choose. It's going to cost you a lot of money to build it.
You can upgrade if you have PCI slots available in the motherboard. My first computer had 128 MB RAM.
Wow, 128. That's nice. But again, that's obviously that's a desktop that Nitban is talking about. You would not be able to put in extra cards into a typical laptop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And if you lost that laptop, you'll kill yourself. The price tag you can pay for it.
Yeah.
I need to get a new computer or laptop. You're using a desktop right now, Tim, right? I'm planning to change my because I have Lenovo right now, and the camera is not that good. It's blurry.
But I've been looking at cameras too, and I'm actually looking at using a regular camera instead of a webcam, right? So because, for instance, the issue is that with the pandemic, the price of regular cameras that are suited to this has gone up significantly on places like eBay. So you could buy a used, for instance, Sony 5100 is one that was touted as being one that's very suitable to produce high quality video in, say, a live stream, and can be, attached as a webcam. But the price on eBay has gone up significantly. If you go up a step, there's something called a Sony A6400, which is a very nice camera, but that's $1,000. But the other thing is that Canon has brought out a software which will enable you to use many Canon cameras as webcams. Nikon hasn't done the same thing yet. And then you can get something, an extra piece of hardware which will allow you to use, I think, pretty much any camera as a webcam. So these are all the different routes you can take. But in general, you get a higher quality picture from a true camera than from a typical webcam.
They're kind of pricey right now. They all are.
Yeah, the prices are all shut up because of the pandemic. If you go to places like eBay or whatever, even microphones, you can see the prices have gone up somewhat. It's.
Yeah. As of right now, I'm also using the A4 Tech cam.
Yeah.
The one that you can just close it like that.
Yeah. I mean, your video is pretty decent right now. Like, it's much better than mine from what I can see. But mine is just the standard webcam that came with my laptop.
I feel like it's just kind of same.
Really? That's interesting, because looking at them, yours looks much clearer than mine from where I'm looking.
It's more like HD on mine, you're saying?
Yeah, it's a better quality, I think, higher resolution, yeah.
I doubt if I would have brought the desktop to the Philippines with me if I had it to do over again, and it's a pain to move around. Yeah. It's really better that's the convenient using the laptop.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Have a laptop also.
If you're traveling, a laptop is a must. You can't travel around with a desktop. Yeah.
Electronics are more expensive here in the Philippines than in the US. That's so true. even a TV. I don't know. Is this 55 inch, right? Capped. This one is what we have here.
Yeah, but that goes to quality though, because it said,
like we also check in the US the same thing, and it's cheaper in the US than in the Philippines.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, like in Philippines, most people have one or two TVs. They have one in the bedroom and one in the living room. And this house, the Florida house here, we've got is a 3-bedroom house. And I've got 4 TVs, so every room has its TV. The living room has its TV. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
If I took a bath, I'd probably put a TV in the bathroom also. You have a TV every bloody place here. So.
How many TV you got there, broker?
So, do you know what the answer is in this free apartment that I'm in now? 0.
0?
0. Well, I moved from New York last September. I did have one in New York, but I didn't bring it with me. And I've been in various rentals, and I've been moving into my own place next month or later this month. But yeah, no, I have the laptop computer and 2 external 32-inch monitors that are attached to my laptop. So I do watch TV, but I watch it on one of the 2 32-inch external monitors that are connected to my laptop.
Yeah.
And I have a code for a TV cable system, so I can watch anything on that laptop on that monitor via my laptop.
And it's kind of usually that apartment they don't have TV.
No, remember that's what we have also, because remember you can watch my Xfinity there. So so that's how you just have I can use your system, and I don't care where I travel, I can watch my Xfinity TV.
Yeah, so it's exactly the same thing, Yeah, but yeah, no, I never actually got a TV in this apartment because I knew I wasn't going to be here forever, and honestly, I didn't want the hassle of just having to put it up or install it and then move it again and
Yep.
hack it. And I'm been quite happy just watching TV in my room here
Background noise.
on my monitor, which is, I usually hang out at this desk anyway, so it's,
Yeah, that's what I do, because I said I've got a in my office I have the Mac computer, and I'll do split screen. I'll have my TV or Xfinity in one half while I do stuff on the other half.
Yeah.
Do you use VPN when you go to Thailand, Basil?
I do not. I've had a VPN briefly in the past, but I haven't had it for years now. So essentially, I found it hasn't really been necessary. But I guess it's probably a good idea going forward, especially if you want to receive broadcasts from other countries. If there's something that's not allowed wherever you are, you can usually manage to get it via VPN. So that's the main reason, I think, and maybe security. Some people would do it for. But
Yeah.
I haven't really found it's necessary so far. But I guess if I were staying in the Philippines long term or Thailand long term, I would probably arrange something. Yeah.
All right. So Mr. Ron have monitor 27-inch. It's huge.
27. So Ron is 27. So I have two 32-inch monitors here, in addition.
Oh my God.
In addition to my laptop screen, which is what is it?
That's kind of good for like gaming, Basil. When you do gaming,
it would be, but I don't game.
Yeah. When I was working remotely from the when I was stationed over in Barbados, I would come back to the Florida house. I was using my 40-inch TV as my monitor, so I had my laptop on my desk and HDMI connected to the TV. So I'd have the laptop on the TV. Then for emails, I would keep it in the laptop. Every other screen on the TV. Have the TV going on quarter off it. Have the other applications, my CMS systems, my Zoom, everything like that on another area. So I'll just move things around of how I want it. It was like the best thing ever, having the 40-inch.
Yeah.
Tim says, I think prices here at 40% is higher than in the States. Yeah, sometimes 50%. Sometimes Tim is 50%.
Oh, yeah. If you go to Walmart, it's 100% cheaper.
My goodness, I don't understand sometimes why they make they put a lot of it's kind of too far from the original price when they sell some electronics here in the Philippines. It's kind of hard to understand that. Mr. Ron, we watch Netflix on it all the time. Yeah, me too. I just finished The Umbrella Academy from Netflix also. It's good. I kind of like the Netflix than the Xfinity. Xfinity is like they have limited. You really have to pay sometimes on Xfinity for the movies. That's why I don't like using Xfinity sometimes. I only watch Xfinity when I watch 90 Day Fiancé.
So you can get the current shows then, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I kind of like so I can watch everything. I can watch everything. I just have to watch the Pillow Talk because they can get all the reviews right on the Pillow Talk. So I can catch up on the Pillow Talk.
It's funny. That's the one spin-off that I do not watch.
Oh, you don't like to watch Pillow Talk?
I watch enough garbage without watching other people's opinions of what's going on.
Yes, it's funny too sometimes.
Yeah, sure. That was funny, Nikan, Quote from Friends, I'm drinking right now, Yeah.
No.
The simple answer is I don't have any furniture, so There is a living room in this apartment which I share with two other guys, right? There are 3 bedrooms, so I just hang out in my bedroom as they do. The living room is kind of empty all the time. It's got a table and some chairs and a kitchen, and that's it.
So it's literally like a entire house with the different rooms, different persons in there also. Right?
Yeah. So it's 3 bedrooms, 3 guys, a living room which is almost never used, and it's largely empty. Has a couple of bikes and some shoes in it, and that's it.
So how? So when you guys eat, you just have to go outside. You don't cook.
Funny enough, the other two guys cook a lot because there's one Thai guy and there's one Indian guy, and they cook a lot. I don't cook at all. I use the microwave. That's about it, So.
Mm.
My cooking is putting stuff in the microwave and taking ice cream out of the freezer.
So what about the electric bill? Are you guys paying for that?
Yeah, we do actually. It's we split it, but it's actually been incredibly low because it's a relatively new house. It's just over a year old, and it has solar. And the electric bills have been almost nothing, like of the order of $30 a month.
Ooh.
Now compared to, I did actually just buy. I sold my apartment in New York and I bought a property in Davis for investment purposes. Basically, that's what's going to fund my lifestyle. And I got the current tenants have a deal where the electricity is included in the rent. I got the first electricity bill the other day, and it was over $400 for 1 month. So those are two extremes for electricity in Davis and how much it can cost in a brand new, house with solar installed compared to an old house which is very inefficient and doesn't even have double glazing in parts of it, and that was over $400 a month. So
that's some of my workmates in Philippines. That's what their electric bill is. I'm surprised. I mean, our electric bill, even when we lived in Alabang, was around like $75 a month. But I know so many people, my workmates, that they live in either Santa Rosa or in Dasma, and they're spending $400 a month on electric bill in the Philippines. I'm like, you guys are absolutely insane. My house here in Florida is only $100 a month, and with my parents visiting, that bloody thing runs all the time. But with this unit, it's for me, it's an older unit. It was built in 2004. And we're overlooking the lake, so I get the afternoon sun. But like I said, it's very efficient. It's a brand new AC unit in here, and like I said, it's only $100 a month. I've got a few friends in South Florida who spends $300 a month. There's no way I would spend that kind of money on air conditioning.
Yeah. My air conditioner, I only use it just to cool down the room, but like maybe 30 minutes or so. But I really don't like, I'm not really into cold place.
Then she'll complain. She'll be, it's so hot here. Turn on the air conditioning. Oh, I don't want to turn it on.
Oh
my goodness.
Hey, she's a woman.
I get cold easy. What's that, Robert?
I take that back. I said, hey, she's a woman. Can we delete that comment now?
They really have microwave very good here. You can just use them to heat things up. Yeah, that's a lot. That's how sometimes I do that. But Cat always cooks sometimes ahead of time.
Sometimes.
So we just, all the time. Like he always cook ahead of time, so we just heat it up. That's why we really need a microwave. Let me see. Electricity is expensive in the Philippines. Yeah, like for example, his workmates, like 10,000, right? They get 10,000 bill on
Anthony literally he spent over $350 to $400 a month because he's a big boy, but still that's a lot of money for air conditioning.
Yeah,
but he mentioned it because he sleeps in a different room from his wife because he sleeps in the daytime, and the kids are out, but he said he has it as low as like around like 62 degrees. I was like, that's crazy trying to in the Philippines. But he's a big guy. He's a big guy. And he sweats a lot.
Yeah, that's very low.
Oh my God, Mr. Ron, we run ours 24/7. How much is your electric bill then? For AC 24/7? Well, it's province, so it's probably cheaper, right? Oh my God, if you do that here,
2 to 5K, he says, further down. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yours is about 1,500 to 2,000 sometimes, Jan.
What's that?
Your aircon is sometimes 2,000, no?
No. Yeah.
It's like,
If I
between 15 and 2,000 and 18.
yeah.
That's close to 2.
Yeah, but we don't even use 24/7 the aircon for 24/7. You know, so it's really cheap in province. 2 to 5,000 depending on where we
A 2,000 aircon bill is not expensive because you figure our stove is electric. The TV, I work. We cook all the time, so the TV. I'm sorry, the aircon and the stove.
The last bill we got here is 1,400 pesos. I don't know in dollars. How much is that in dollars?
It's at $28.
Yeah, that's like nothing.
That's very reasonable. Yeah.
I cook a lot now. You know, I
whatever.
Yes, I do.
Boiling eggs don't count.
Whatever, still cooking. All right, 2 to 5K depending on where we live. And I set my aircon at 23 degrees Celsius. Mine is 16 degrees.
Yeah,
it doesn't really get cold.
At sleep time,
it doesn't really get cold if I put like 23 degrees. So I really have to go down like 16. Which is all right. So it's already 2 hours and 6. It's late there anyway. So yeah, let's wrap this up and call it a day. All right. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Thank you, broker.
All right. Thanks
I always grab you.
Thanks for inviting me again. Second time.
Yeah.
Wow, you actually invited me.
I always invite you, I always bother you all the time. Anyway, and thanks for Cap. I know it's late there. Anyway,
I'm working on the computer anyway.
Yeah. Adrian Gibson. Oh, sorry. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're about to go now, end the stream now. I hope next time you can join again our stream. All right, again, thank you guys so much, Mr. Ron, Tim, and everybody else here, still here, and King. Thank you so much. Okay, see you guys later. You guys take care.
Bye.
Bye all. Nice to meet you, Cap.
All right, nice to meet you, sir. You well, sir.
Yeah. Bye, Adrian. Thanks again for tuning in. Bye, guys. Have a great day.